Okay, I think we're finally done with Eggman and all his bots. Jeez, I hate it when they raid our VCs.
On God, it's like they don't got anything better to do with their lives. Like, I'm just trying to vibe with the boys, man.
I mean, to be honest, when is there ever a week where we don't come across one new bad guy who just wants to ruin our days, right?
Yeah, it feels like there's always gonna be that one stupid, dumb, edgy, testosterone-filled villain who just has a hate boner for us specifically.
You know, this setup for the tier list today could have been seen coming from a mile away, right?
Hey, I thought it was a pretty good way to, smoothly transition our way in.
Yo, I'm lost. What the hell are you chuckle nuts talking about again?
Damn it, Knuckles. We're talking about the tier list plan for today. To rank our villains? Remember?
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Just testing you guys is all.
Sure, buddy, sure. So, quick question, Sonic. How are we ranking these guys?
Yeah, are we ranking them based on how evil they are? Or is it just about how good of a character they are in our series?
It can just be a mix of both for all I care. It doesn't really matter since most of these guys are dead anyways.
Damn, that's dark, but kinda true. Alrighty then, grab that tier list big, bro.
Sure thing. Give me 1 second, you two.
I really quickly gotta announce that we just hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel. Wahoo!
What the fuck?
Knuckles' terrible Mario impression aside, yeah, we just hit the big 10K. Thank you all so much for all your support on the channel. It's been completely mind-blowing.
Also, this video's tier list topic was requested by one of our good old members, that being Mr. Troll. If you want to have your video suggestions become a reality, then feel free to get a membership too!
Wow, you actually managed to stay on script instead of screaming at our audience like a moron?
Shut the hell up, blue bitch! You got that tier list ready?
Chill out, Nux. I got the tier list right here. And for the record, we're only doing villains from the games. Otherwise, this would take years.
Alrighty then, let's rank some bad guys.
Okay, so looking at the tier list order here, first up is Dark Gaia from Sonic Unleashed. Damn. We're starting things off with the villain that literally broke the world.
The incarnation of darkness and destruction itself. Not to mention it has a creepy-ass design. Holy shit!
For real, this guy took on me and Chip by himself. It was a tough-as-hell battle, I tell you what.
I could take him easily.
Is that supposed to be a joke or something, Nux?
Hey, there's a good reason I wasn't put in Unleashed. I would have been unstoppable, dishing out knuckle sandwiches everywhere.
Oh my god. Getting back on topic, I think Dark Gaia was a tough threat, and one of the strongest villains we've faced yet. But he isn't really brimming with personality or anything either.
Yeah, that's true. I can see him getting a solid A tier to start things off, though.
I'd still beat his ass, though.
Jesus, moving on from that, next up is Chaos himself. I don't think there's much to be said other than Chaos was a great antagonist for Adventure 1.
Facts. I liked how he just got more and more badass with each Chaos Emerald he ate up.
Also, his backstory was a nice one to unfold, learning that he was a protector of the Chao Temple and was only consumed by evil when the Echidna tribe attacked. It was pretty cool to have him not just be a standard lackey.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
And with the release of Frontiers and the Ancients definitely having a connection with Chaos, it just makes him all the more interesting and unique.
Although I gotta wonder if his shitty outing in Forces bumps him down a little.
On God, bro didn't even get to have his own boss fight. Just there for crappy nostalgia.
That's fair, but I don't think it's too damaging in hindsight. Plus, his generation's boss battle was pretty sick too.
Yeah, that was a sick fight, I'll give it that.
Okay, then I'm definitely giving Chaos the S tier without question. And now, we're on to a certain trio from the Riders games, the Babylon Rogues.
Oh, mid, so very mid.
Really, Nux? That's it?
Yeah, I expected a little more here.
What the hell do you want me to say? They're just a bunch of petty thieves who happen to be birds. Plus, Storm didn't have shit on me, bro.
Actually, come to think of it, they were barely villains. Like, I'm pretty sure Jet's only motivation most of the time was to beat Sonic in a race. They couldn't even win aside from that one time when Wave put a bomb on your blue star.
That's true, but you can't deny that they are fairly iconic characters now. At least they reappear every now and then, and didn't just die with free ride.
Nope! Don't mention that rancid title or else I'll have a meltdown!
Seriously, Sonic? Don't scare us like that. Anyways, I don't really see the Rogues being placed anywhere higher than C tier. It's really their reoccurrence that holds them up now.
That's fair. C tier for those fucking birds that I hate. Anyways, next up is, who the actual fuck is this frog dude?
Sonic, that's the Great Battle Cuckoo. Also, he's a bird.
Damn, that thing's a bird. Can't tell given how crap that artwork is. Ha ha ha!
Okay, completely disregarding that zesty-ass laugh, where did this dude appear again?
Well, duh. He appeared in Tails' Adventure, of course.
That's it?
I think he appeared in some of the Archie comics.
So you're saying he goes in D tier?
You know what? I'm not even gonna fight this one.
Hey, that's all right, little buddy. At least you can accept the games Sega gave you were mid. Unlike some people.
Fuck off, bitch boy.
So yeah, this cuckoo fucker can go in D tier. Next up is an actual villain that more than 4 people know about. Black Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog.
I'll give Doom the fact that he was a pretty menacing villain, and his plan for world domination was pretty screwed up and evil too.
Devil Doom was a pretty cool final form for him as well, I guess. But other than that, there isn't much interesting about him other than him being the leader of the Black Arms.
Well, that, and the fact that he's technically Shadow's father.
That wrinkly black fuck is not my dad, and he never will be. I can't wait to beat his damn ass when Sonic X Shadow comes out. Damn.
Why am I not surprised at all that happened?
Yeah, I swear that dude can hear through screens or something.
Back on topic, I think Doom is a fine enough villain, although he's no staple or anything. B tier sounds about right.
Yeah, we'll go with B tier for the quite literal edgelord. Now we're on to an interesting one here. Merlina from Black Knight.
What's so special about her? The only thing I remember is that she was some double-crossing bitch that just so happened to be Merlin's granddaughter.
Jeez, take it easy, Nux. And you're wrong. She's arguably one of the most intricate Sonic villains out there.
True, she actually took my words to heart after our final battle. I was a little shaken after that betrayal, but hey, it happens, right?
It's also easy to see why she wanted to make her kingdom live forever, and it's easy to sympathize with her sorrow.
Fair enough. That final boss fight was pretty badass though, right?
Hell yeah!
That's what I'm talking about. So anyways, we thinking a solid A tier then?
Totally. An extremely underrated villain, in my opinion.
Alrighty then, who's up next? Oh look, it's Eggman Nick.
Stop it, Nux!
Say his name!
What? What did I do wrong?
It's nothing. Just don't say his full name. That last part sounds like a very specific word.
What word?
Oh my god,
I'll
back to
figure
the
that
tier
word
list.
out,
I really
trust
don't
me.
find this dude that interesting, to be honest.
I'll be one to give old Eggy some credit here. He's really cunning and sneaky with all the tricks he pulled off in the Rush games. Not to mention he even beat Eggman a couple of times. I swear he hates Egghead more than me, which is impressive.
For some reason though, he's just kind of relegated to the Mario and Sonic games of all things. Like that's one of the most random game series to rot on LMAO.
Yeah, it's
Bro
pretty
just
weird,
said
but with
LMAO
all that being
ironically.
said, I think Eggman 2 can just go in B tier.
Works for me, B tier, but now we're on to the actual real deal. Mr. Egghead himself.
Yeah, I think if we placed Eggman anywhere other than S tier, we'd get shot or something.
True, as much as I hate that fat old man, he's still our most famous enemy, and the Sonic series wouldn't be the same without him.
Bro's had his ups and downs, but in terms of Sonic villains, it doesn't get much better than the Doc himself. S tier, easy.
Is that the dude from Secret Rings next? How do you say his name again?
I think it's like Eraser Jin? I don't know, he's mid anyways.
Eraser Jin? Pfft, okay then, do me a favor and erase his chance of getting any high tier.
Not to mention that ugly-ass final transformation. Arufu Rera Warera. Jeez, this dude is the king of stupid-ass names.
Damn, it sounded like you were conducting witchcraft for a second. Anyways, just throw this genie bitch in C tier, I guess.
Sounds good to me. All right, now we're on to, Tails, is this another one of your game's bosses?
Oh my god, just D tier her. I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay then. All right, now we're on to a pretty interesting character. Dr. Gerald Robotnik himself. Rip.
Mega Rip. Gotta admit, as insane as Gerald got near the end of his life, his motivations for creating a cure to save Maria was pretty tragic, all things considered.
Yeah, but like, he's dead. We never even met him. How are we supposed to rank him then?
Well, I'll tell you what. We can put him in A tier because of the backstory he was built. However, he stays out of S tier for one simple reason.
What's the reason?
He gave birth to Eggman's parents.
Yep, fair point. Can't have that shit going in S.
Glad we agree. All right, now we're on to the leader of the hard-boiled heavies, the Heavy King.
Gotta respect the dude for not listening to Eggman most of the time. Not a lot of his bots do that.
True, and his fights were pretty sick, especially with his Phantom King form. Badass classic Sonic moment.
Other than that, though, he's really just there to try and take the Phantom Ruby for his troop. Not too much left to say. B tier, in my opinion.
Yeah, some of these dudes are just one-and-done baddies, which is fine. Now we're on to Iblis from Sonic 06.
Nobody really talks about him. If you're talking about an 06 villain, you're either talking about Mephiles or nothing at all.
True, he's just kinda another big beast that causes mayhem. The only real important thing he does is make Solaris at the end of the game.
Fair enough. I'll just chuck him in C tier then. Okay, now we're on to Ifrit from Sonic Rivals 2. Son of a bitch! Fine, he can go in C tier too.
What in the actual fuck is an Ifrit?
He's just some beast who... Ugh, never mind, nobody gives a shit about Rivals. Okay, now we're on to Infinite.
More like infinitely mid, cause damn, talk about wasted potential.
Facts, little buddy! Seriously, this dude got called weak by Shadow one time, and then proceeded to turn into an edgy, mask-wearing embarrassment for the rest of the game.
There was a little bit of a cool idea going on with Infinite and how his connection to the Phantom Ruby kinda tied him in with Mania in the tiniest way.
Yeah, but Forces was kinda doomed from the start, and the fact that its new villain was so mid definitely didn't help. I'm thinking C tier again.
Well, hey, at least Forces led to IDW. Am I right, boys?
Facts!
Goated comic series on God.
Okay, Infamid can go in C tier, and now we're on to the... Oh my god, we're really getting to the bottom of the barrel. I don't even know this dude.
That's the guy from Sonic Chronicles. Imperator Ix, if I recall correctly.
Oh yeah, that's the asshole who took over the ancient world when the Knuckles tribe died out. Instant D tier!
Okay, Knuckles' obvious familiarity bias aside, yeah, this guy had no redeeming shit. Not surprising, given that he's a Chronicles character.
I frankly don't care enough to fact check you guys on that, so yeah, D tier. Next up is freaking King Boom Boo. What do you guys think about the great and mighty King Boom Boo?
King Boom Boo was awesome. My favorite part is when he said, "It's King Boom Booing time," and then proceeded to King Boom everywhere.
King Boom Boo is a god among men. Everyone should accept King Boom Boo as their new god.
Alrighty, so King Boom Boo is going into D tier, and now we're on to Mephiles himself. And not gonna lie, I don't think he's too bad now.
Yeah, I think it's just the stink of 06 rubbing off onto him. The story of 06 was decent, and Mephiles was a pretty good villain, all things considered.
Seriously, I mean, he freaking killed Sonic, man. I personally don't know any other person who's canonically straight up murdered Sonic.
True, I still feel that shit even to today. But it helps that Sega still seems to give a crap about Mephiles, since he's appeared in some spin-offs like Forces Speed Battle.
Plus, there's even rumors that the dude will appear in Sonic X Shadow, too!
Finally, a solid Sonic villain after a heap of mid. I say give him an A tier, Sonic!
Sounds good to me. Alrighty, we're nearing the end of the list. Next up is another iconic villain, Metal Sonic. I think this is an easy S tier.
You sure? He hasn't really been used much as of late.
No, I'm with Sonic on this one. Metal was always meant to be Sonic's equal, and the classic games more than hold him up as that.
That's fair, actually. I especially loved his appearance in the OVA movie. That shit was so tight!
For real. Not to mention what's been going on with him in the comics. Y'all remember that one page with him, right?
Oh my god, that part was deep.
On God, that was crazy.
Okay, no need to get sappy though. Anyways, S tier good for you guys?
Yeah, I've been convinced. Throw him up there!
Bet. S tier for Metal. Next is that one robot from Rider Zero Gravity. SCRHD, I think?
Jesus, who cares? Like, is there anything interesting about this guy? At all?
His English voice actor played Johnson from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Somebody kill those fucking crickets, man!
Okay, there's nothing to say, so D tier for this guy. Now we're on to the other group of the list, the Deadly Six.
Jeez, I hate to use another mid-joke, but more like the Midley Six, cause there's nothing cool about any of them.
And the weirdest part about it all is just how hard Sega is pushing Zavok. Like, seriously, he's in Forces, Mario and Sonic, Team Sonic Racing. We don't give a shit about him, Sega. He isn't cool.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I don't even remember the rest of their names, and frankly, I don't care. C tier, only because they at least offered something in Lost World.
But now we're on to another big, world-ending threat again. The Time Eater from Generations. Gotta admit, it has a pretty sick design.
It looks cool as shit, but frankly, it doesn't do too much. Sure, it controls time and all, but it's basically just a giant mech for the Eggmans at the end of the game.
And I love Generations and all, but frankly, that final boss was mid, and kinda ruined the ending for me.
Yeah, I'm just thinking a B tier for this one, guys. The design carries it hard.
B tier works? Yeah. Okay, the last character on the list is Captain Whisker from Rush Adventure, and like, I hate to end this on a midpoint, but this guy was lame, man.
True that. His design is pretty cool, I guess. I like the pirate theme, but I don't think he did anything memorable.
Not to mention he's a fucking dumbass! Like, I thought I was stupid, but this guy takes the dumbass cake for real!
You know it's tough when you can barely take the villain seriously. I think he can just go in C tier with the rest of the mid-villains.
And it looks like that's a wrap. Man, it feels like a lot of these guys were just kind of villains of the week, huh?
It's easy to look at it that way, I guess. But it is nice to get a genuinely good bad guy every now and then.
It's nice? Maybe from a gamer's POV it's nice, but for us it's hell. I'm getting too old for this, man.
Bro, you canonically aren't even an adult. What the fuck are you on about?
I don't know, it's just backbreaking work, okay? I need a vacation.
Maybe one of these days, big bro. One of these days.
Well, I think we should call it there, guys. Want to do some gameplay now?
You bet! Gotta be pumping out those videos as fast as Sega makes irrelevant villains!
I'm down too. Let's head over to the gaming VC right now.
All right, bet. Let's do it.
God fucking damn it. I was totally gonna start trolling that faker with anti-hero shit as revenge for beating me in Uno. Bad timing strikes again.
You know, don't you think this is just a little bit unhealthy, Shadowhun? I mean, you can't go a dang minute without saying faker this, faker that. It might be time to chill out.
Shut the hell up, Rouge. You don't know what's good for me. That faker deserves every last bit of what comes to him.
Jeez, old man, fine. A girl can't offer a little advice to her friend, I see. Some much-needed advice at that.
Omega, back me up here, man. I don't have any unhealthy tendencies, right?
Query. Permission to speak freely for the answer to your question.
Yeah, whatever. Permission granted.
You need serious fucking help, bro.
Damn!
And here's a big ol' shout out to Madamitis8503, Raquel Gomez, Money Dynamic Matanya, Uzuka Scarlaboshi, and Mr. Troll for being our awesome members. Stay safe, all of ya!